So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little triangle here. You'll see in the front. Take a little triangle. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. So I'm going to take that triangle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tease this. So I'm going to take the fine teeth comb, and what I'm going to do is I'm lifting up with tension and pushing down with my comb. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you see how I've got some teasing there? Okay. Now, I got to make sure that the teasing doesn't show here. So we got to make sure that we smooth that out a little bit if we have too much of that, but we're just doing it at the base. What we're going to do is we're going to take our pin. Our pin's going to go in horizontally, so we're going to be at least 3 inches away. Where's that? 4 inches. Maybe 4 inches away. 4 inches away. We're going to pin it at the edge. I'm going to take the hair, so I'm going to go here. My hair is going to go to the left, and my pin is going to go to the right. Okay, so I twisted that hair, my pin, and my hair went opposite. Okay, now you're going to have a little tail, leave that there right now. If you feel like you need to secure it, you can, but I think you guys have enough bobby pins in there. But if you want to secure it, so my pin is going this way, and I secure it with a pin going this way. So I only need 2 pins, okay? Then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the hair on a diagonal. Okay, so having the center point of my diagonal. Okay? I'm going to take the next one, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to pin it, but I'm moving my body over. I'm going to pin it here. Okay? So what happens is my hands go this way, and my pin goes in. A little tail. I'm going to leave my tail there for now. Okay? Again, if you want to reinforce it, you can. You're going to cross that pin and put another one in. Okay? Now I'm going to come to the next side, and I'm going to do a diagonal. Okay, watch these little tails. Make sure you don't get them in there. Now my hair's a little bit longer than yours, so you may not have much of a tail, because this mannequin's a lot longer. Okay?
So you're taking only the first segment?
Only, yes, the only one. Yep. Then I'm going to come around the other side. See, so I'm over on the other side. Don't squish that. Okay, my body's on this side. I'm doing the same motion, but my body has moved around the head. Okay, my pin goes turn, my hair turns, and I go back in. Okay, so like I said, you won't have much of a tail. I've got a little bit more of a tail. I will continue doing that. So I'm coming from the center, diagonal. So I am getting a little bit wider, right? Because we're on the surface of the head. Okay. I put my body where I want the hair to go. So I have to go around the head. Now, my pinning is getting a little bit further, right? Because I have to go over the head. So my pin, hopefully your hair will stretch. I think it will. Okay, so I want to pin because I'm trying to cover that all the way around when I go down, okay? So now I'm going to have a greater distance here now. Now I'm not 4 inches. I'm going to be more like 5 or 6 inches, right? Because I'm coming across the head when I do this. So I hold the pin, same action, comes around, and I pin underneath. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the other side. Now I'm going to take this whole section, make sure that it's combed nicely. Now, when clients have a little bit of hair, you can use a little bit of spray, right, to keep those little hairs. down and flat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to the opposite end.
And you measure exactly where the pin has to go.
Yes, because what I'm going to do is my pin's going to come down here, right?
Right.
Because remember, now I'm coming at a greater distance when I'm going over top. So now my pin's going to come down here. So it's going to be further down. Okay, doing the same thing. Turning, pinning into the base. Okay, my final piece, opposite end. So I've got to comb that, spray that. Now, thank you. Get a bit of hairspray. So this is why when we're doing updos, for me, I never take a horizontal. This is what broke my comb last time, wasn't it? I never take horizontal partings. Okay, you always take diagonal partings on the curvature of the head. Whether you're going this way, it's always diagonal. Because of the fact that the hair will fall on top of each other and you'll never have a line. Horizontally, you'll always have a line. Now, these are specific lines. So you've created that in your design. That's different, okay? But when I'm doing an updo to have more flow, I want to crisscross my section so you don't see all these little splits in the hair, okay? So now I've decided that I'm going to pull this one straight back because I think it's going to look better, okay? So again, putting my pin in. I have to give enough to go underneath, turning it into the bun, and securing it. That one I feel like I need to secure because it's into the bun and it might come back out. Opening and then pinning it. So I don't leave the pins open. I grab the hair and close the pin. Pins don't stay open. So if you open it and try to jam the hair and the pins stay open like this, the pins will slide back out as they move. So you have to grab the hair, close the pin, and push it in. Okay? Okay, so now I have 3 bigger tails than you probably will have left over. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing with those tails. So now I'm going to create the same look. So now I'm going to take the bobby pins. I have to get you guys. Yeah. Okay. So I'm coming here, doing the same thing, but now I'm doing it opposite, right? So now I'm going to turn this into this. I'm going to turn this into this. Okay, I'm going to take this piece. Depending on the length and where you put the pin is how far your loop is going to be. Okay, so if I have a shorter loop, if I put it here, I'm going to have a shorter loop. See the distance. Okay. I'm going to have a little bit longer. I don't want to cover the back.
Right.
So I don't want you guys to cover the back because we want to see that in the design. So see, I'm creating a design as well there. So the patterns with the way I'm pinning. So again, this is a method of pinning updos. And so, you know, clients will say to me, well, how can you throw an updo really quickly? Well, I practice this. I spent many hours doing this. It doesn't happen overnight, right? I just said to him, I'm good at what I do. I have a mannequin at home. I'm still practicing, and I truly do that.
Would you want to tuck in that little end?
I like my ends out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's usually the most rattiest part of the hair. I guess it would need a trim if the ends are not really.
But you can